Hey, Growing in Grace family. I am here to talk to you about the technological revolution and the impact that it's having on our children and ourselves with emotion and feelings and individuality and ownership and accountability and entitlement and empowerment and everything in between, all encompassing. I am here tonight. I want you to do me a favor and take a look at your thumb and tell me what you see. Some people might say that they see a cuticle or a knuckle. Some people might say they see a scar or scab. Some people might see that they really need a manicure like myself right now. And some people might say that they see the color of their skin or lines or joint. But I'm really focusing on this part of your thumb. What do you see? Look really closely. You see lines? That makes up our thumbprint. In a world of 7.7+ billion people, I'm dating the video, 7.7+ billion people and counting. Does anybody have the same thumbprint? The theorists would disagree, but for argumentative sake, we don't. And we don't even share the same thumbprint as our other hands. So 7.7+ billion people times 2, it's a lot of different blueprints, it's a lot of different patterns, it's a lot of individuality. Is one thumbprint born with more value than someone else's thumbprint? I can't imagine that anybody would ever say yes. That somebody's thumbprint was actually more valuable than somebody else's thumbprint. So who am I or who are you to say that somebody's line on their thumbprint isn't thick enough or thin enough or long enough or short enough or straight enough or too straight or light enough or dark enough or curvy enough or too curvy or too deep or too shallow or too rich or too poor or too athletic or not athletic enough? Too healthy or unhealthy? What about disabilities? Is somebody's thumbprint, who am I to say that that line is too disabled or not disabled? Who is anybody to judge someone else regarding their thumbprint? Can we change our thumbprints? Technically not really. You could try, but I would never, ever encourage that. That would be very harmful to you. And but you can't really change your thumbprint. Okay? We are born with what we have. We're born with the gender. Who am I to say that, you were born the wrong gender? Who am I to say that if you were born one gender, that it's wrong to change to another gender? We are all individuals. We are all empowered. We are all here for a reason. Who am I to say that one person's thumbprint is wrong? Who am I to say that to someone? Who are you to say that to someone? And if we do, because we do it every day. People do it to people every single day, all day long. We all watch each other do it too. It's sad. And we just let it happen. But if we would just take ownership and accountability for the things that we say and actually listen to ourselves speak and the words that we're saying or the fears that we're allowing from inside of us to come out, or the judgment or the prejudice or the insecurities that we have about something because we're just not educated enough in it, or that we are fearful of something, if we would just listen to ourselves, we're actually putting ourselves down. We're actually making ourselves look really uneducated and a horrible reflection on who we can be as people. And if we are reflecting that and our children and other people are watching us, what type of role models are we? Who are we being? And are we contributing to this technological revolution and and, being mean. I mean, we always say sprinkle, kindness everywhere you go, and show love, be kind, peace, not war. But yet we are making fun of or being prejudiced or stereotypical against other people's thumbprints that they can't control. It's the way they were born. I often will say, don't bump into another woman when she's applying her lipstick, but go up to her and fix her crown or tiara and tell her how beautiful she is. And that goes for men too. We're not going to stick our foot out and trip them. It's a reflection on me or the person who tripped that person. And what kind of role model are we being for everybody around us? And are we showing that we're a comfortable person or an uncomfortable person? Because last I checked, people really don't want to be around people who are uncomfortable. They want to be around people who are comfortable and accepting and loving and nurturing and safe and warm. Food for thought. Who are we if we're judging other people's thumbprints? Who are we if we can't accept people for their differences? It's a society that's going to continue to just crumble. I hope you take this message to heart. I hope you find something valuable in this lesson, in this message that I can deliver to you and leave behind for my family and generations to come. It's a scary society. There's so much going on. Lack of feeling, lack of emotion, lack of, accountability and individuality. It is in direct relation and correlation and linked to the opioid epidemic and the suicide crisis and the mass school shootings and mass shootings and people just being able to pick up guns and shoot each other without any hesitation. Really? Really? And it's, the technological revolution. We're putting machines and computers in front of our children and giving them, a iPod or iPad or iPhone or whatever to babysit our children instead of us being there with them and showing them compassion and empathy and sympathy and love and nurture. So I hope this is a little food for thought. And I hope that you can use this to help you grow in grace, because that's why I'm doing these videos, to help you be a better version of who you can be. I love my family. I love my close friends. And I hope that you can take something from this. Keep growing in grace. Bye-bye.